Namaste and greetings, my beautiful souls. This is, I believe, very important reading, which I'm going to do in two parts. The message you must hear and take into consideration right now, whatever message it is going to be, but the first part, this is part one, it's going to be not about love or relationship. And the second part of this reading will be about love and relationship. So this is not about love and relationship, but this is the message you must please hear and take into consideration. If you consider this is important right now, this is going to be timeless. I'm not going to give it the time frame, but you always put time frame yours, not always, but let's do it today this way if you are watching it right now. So you decide yourself the time frame you want to apply to this reading, whether 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, but no more than 1 year. But this is what you must hear, the message you must hear right now, and not about love and relationship. So I'm gonna have the 3 set of cards. 3. You need to choose number 1, number 2, or number 3. Don't connect it with anything. When I start explaining you the cards, you will be able to determine, is this something what rings the bell for you or it's not. So again, this is the message not connected with love and relationship, but the message you must hear right now. So asking the spirits of fire, earth, air, and water, the guides, the keepers, the guardians, to give us the answers to our questions. To my forehead, to my mouth, to my heart, to my heart. So holding it with my left hand and using right hand and using left hand, put the card down. Set of card number 1. I'm going to put 3 cards. This is for those of you who intuitively feel you need to choose number 1. This is number 2, 1 card, 2 card, 3 card. And this is for those of you who intuitively feel you need to choose number 2 and number 3, 1 and 2 and 3. And we are going to go straight to it. I'm going to move it a little bit here. So the set of card number 1, we are going to turn this card around. The message you need to hear right now, not connected with love and relationship. Okay, please look at this. This is extremely important message. I'm going to move this here. Why? Because we are having, first of all, I already told you many times, first of all, what do you see in here? You see 2 major arcanas. 2 major arcanas says that this is extremely important. And we see the Hermit card and we see the card of Hierophant. What do we see in the middle? In the middle, we see a very good card, 10 of Pentacles. What is 10 of Pentacles? Again, I said we are not going to connect this reading with a love and relationship. It's going to be the second one, part 2. But first of all, we see 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles, we will start from the middle card in this case, even though we should start with the major arcanas. But first of all, you see the card of wealth, the card of not just financial stability, but the card of wealth and of being sure in tomorrow. So this is message not just about your financial stability, but the Ten of Pentacles is also a card of full life. What does it mean? Full life. Life where you have home, where you have money, where you have family, when you have stability, when you feel safe, when some earthy material wish comes true. It's a very positive card. So how I see it, that yes, you want to have financial stability, you want to have it, but at the same time, you don't just want financial stability. You want to do what you love to do, what your soul wants to do, what your heart wants to do, what your mind wants to do. You don't want just to have, let's say, a good life in financial area, but in every other area. This is your big dream. So I believe that this card tells you that your dream will come true. And as we are having here Hierophant and we are having here the Hermit, this is a message for you how you can achieve this, how you can achieve both of them. So the mix of Hierophant and Hermit, first of all, if you want to know all the details about Hierophant, I actually will do, you know what I will do if I don't forget? I'm going to link the description of Hierophant of 30 minutes in the description link. So first of all, you need to behave as Hierophant. And what is Hierophant? Hierophant is the person of honor. So this is two advices from you how you can achieve this. This is a message for you. So Hierophant is the quintessence of moral principles and honor. It's Pope in its best way. So this is a person who acts on inspiration. So you need to follow your inspiration, but at the same time, Hierophant follows very harshly, even sometimes, the inner core, the truth of inner belief. And the Hermit does the same thing. But both of them are loners by their own character, because people who they are connecting with, they have to be, they say, from the same tribe. So if by any chance, these are two cards, you feel that you are walking the wrong path, that you are doing something which you don't believe. For example, you are advertising, just an example, you are advertising and selling the medication. For example, you are the representative of some medical firm. You are selling and advertising the medication, which you know has a lot of side effects, which you don't talk about because you are making your living on it. But deep inside, your Hermit, your deepest and wisest one, and your Hierophant, the one following the highest moral principles, know that this is not what you want to do. You are making living on it, but you don't believe this is your path. So the advice is, don't be afraid that you're not going to make money following your inner truth, and your inner beliefs and your inner cores, because those two are pretty much mirroring each other. So you can achieve all this: good finances, family stability, a great thing, be in peace with your soul and be in peace with people if you follow your inner truth. If you don't step to the left, step to the right, but for this you need courage. For this you need courage, because hermit and hierophant, they walk their own path. They don't follow the crowd. They have very much inner belief, and at the same time you need to do something which inspires, because you see that hermit has the light. He carries the light for others, the light of truth, and hierophant does pretty much the same. Sometimes this is a symbol, both of them are the symbols of the teacher, that you probably know someone who can become your teacher, or you need to find yourself a teacher who will help you find the answers to the questions you're looking for. But the message is you will achieve and can achieve the 10 of Pentacles. I could be talking for much longer than this, but I think you get it. You can achieve it if you follow inner truth and carry that truth as a light for others, and if you do not allow anything or anyone or anything to sidetrack you from what you believe. Okay? This is an example. Both of these cards an example of wise men, example of highest moral standards, example of true core, example of, again, they are mirror, I'm repeating, hierophant, they are mirroring each other here. That you will not follow the crowd if a crowd is walking the wrong path. You are this light at the end of the tunnel. People can rely on you. People can find hope in you. People can find inspiration in you. This is, if you follow this in you, you will achieve the 10 of Pentacles. This is a message for those of you who chose the first 3 cards. Second 3 cards, for those of you who chose number 2. Wow. Again, I am not talking about love and relationship, even though we have Lover's card. I'm going to put this one. You are stuck right now. This is clearly showed by 8 of Swords. You don't have to be a tarot reader, but if you've been with me long enough, of course, you understand the cards. You see the figure, and this is how you feel right now. If you chose this triad, you don't see perspectives, you don't see the way, your hands are tight, you are blindfolded, and you are in a situation from which you think it's very hard to come out. Again, it's not a lot about love and relationship, but looks like it is about it, but we'll do a second reading. So you feel restricted, you feel powerless in this situation, you don't feel any freedom in this situation, you feel like you cannot do what you want, that life is pressuring you from all the sides. Life is pressuring you. The circumstances are so complicated that you feel like you must refuse from your own wishes, from your own hopes, from your own dreams. This is how you feel. But unfortunately, not all is true. Unfortunately, some of this is not true because you allowed others, please hear me, you allowed others to rule your life. One person or several people. You gave the power to someone. You gave your strength, your life, you sacrificed yourself to someone. Someone is controlling and ruling you. Why? Another card's telling you, this is wrong. This is wrong. You made yourself a slave. You made yourself a sacrificial lamb. This is very, very, very wrong because this is risky. This can hold the risk. I'm not even saying for your mental and emotional stage, but even for your life. Someone is manipulating you, maybe blackmailing you, pressuring you to do something you don't want. So please, you need to choose yourself, because on the left we see that the choice is yours, because the Lovers is a card of choice. The Lovers is when your choice is going to influence probably even years of your life. And right here we see the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is not the card of stagnation. This is a card of stagnation. It's like if you were frozen. Again, we are not talking about love and relationship here, but it can be. In next reading we will do love and relationship, but this card shows you clearly, if you choose to get on a horse and get away from this situation, choose yourself, then things are going to turn towards you. You need to take back, as you see, the Knight of Pentacles here is holding a pentacle and he's on a horse. He's ready to get away. You need to take back your power. You need to take back your life. And you must tell yourself, yes, I can. Yes, I can do it. Because now you are in a position of a victim. And you need to do everything to get out of it. Everything to get out of it. Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting that you have enough strength to get out of it. You are a very talented person, but you gave up on talents. You gave up on your dreams. Show yourself that you have what it takes. You have what it takes. You can be practical. You can be persistent. You can be someone being able to achieve what you want. But you need to start to act, not be frozen with your fears and everything else. Not to allow someone ruling your life, whoever it is. Your father, your mother, your lover. Again, it's not about love relationship, it can be. Your boss, whoever it is. You must get out of this. Choose yourself and start acting as the Knight of Pentacles. You can. These two cards show you clearly you can. You can stabilize your finances because Pentacles. You can stabilize your profession. You can also bring great things to people. A very important message in here. You have something in you which can positively influence a lot of people if you do what you are meant to do, what you're talented about. But if you don't, you are at the dead end. You are facing the wall right now. You convinced yourself that no effort is worth it, you're going to fail anyway, or someone convinced you in it. So think about it. Plan how you're going to get out of it. If you need, ask someone for help, ask someone for help, because you'll get that help. But you need to get out of this. You can. So please start doing it. Start playing how you're going to get it out of it. You see, very deep messages. I haven't done readings for so long that it feels like cards are happy to see me, to feel me sending you messages through them. So we are going to go to set of cards number 3. We are going to turn beautiful cards we are having here. Beautiful cards. Especially, we're going to put her in the middle, especially if you are Queen of Swords, if you are the Earth, air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So right here we are having 6 of Pentacles. We're having financial stability, enough not only for this person here, but for giving things to other less fortunate. Here we see extremely positive card, which is 10 of Cups. How you can achieve it all, we are seeing here the Queen of Swords. So what is the Queen of Swords? The thing is that swords are connected with mind, connected with mind and logic and knowledge. It's a card of perfectionists, a card of someone who does everything extremely well. But another thing is, Queen of Swords is someone who never allows, it's this kind of a queen, never allows anyone control her. So it's such type of a personality, even if you are a man, which does not allow anyone. She's impossible to manipulate. She is very hard to fool. She's very hard to pressure into something because she's too smart and she sees through people. It's the card of extraordinary person who is serious, who can put in front of herself the goal, and who can achieve those goals. So advice here for you, for the things you want in life, both material and non-material, is such: control your emotions. Don't allow your emotions to rule you, but use your intellect. Use your intellect. Learn to control your emotions, because sometimes emotions can lead you somewhere where you don't want to be. And Queens of Cups, which are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Queens of Fire, which is myself, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Unfortunately, we let our emotions rule us, and sometimes we might end up not where we want to find ourselves. So in order to achieve results both in material area of your life and in non-material area of your life, you need to learn to work with your emotions, control them, rule them, not allow them to rule you, but use your intellect, your mind, your knowledge, Know what you want, make it clear. Maybe take a piece of paper, make it clear what you want. Cut off what's not working no more, what you don't want in your life no more, but it's still there somehow. Cut it off like the Queen of Swords, and you can get it. This is specifically good in if your questions about career and your professional growth or achieving certain goals in life. You can achieve it all. Cards show it clearly. You absolutely can achieve it. But you need to be very clear in your head, in your mind. I want this. What do I need to do to get there? Number one, I need to do this. Number two, this. Number three, this. And do it, and you get where you want to be. If it's about organizing something, the Queen of Swords is fantastic in organizing businesses, in organizing people, in motivating people. It's someone who has authority, who has this inner power. She can achieve her own goals, and she can help others achieve that goal. So be courageous. Be if necessary harsh, because if you need to cut out of your life people who are trying to manipulate you or use you, or let's say, for example, they constantly come to you to borrow money. They constantly come to you and saying, oh, I need to pay for this and this, and you give and you give and you give and you give, and you say, listen, why don't you find yourself a job? Why don't you start doing something to make some money? And that person can be like, oh, but I can't find what I like. I've seen the situations like this. I will give you an example so you would understand the situation like this. So a woman supports a man who lost his job. She works, she pays for everything, and he just stays home and playing video games. And when she tells him, and so she gives and gives and gives him, and he keeps telling her that he doesn't want to take just any job, but he's looking for a job which is going to inspire him or something. So months pass by, and he just sits home, play games, and she's working 2-3 jobs in order to support him. So she gives him money for this and this and this. So she has to act as a Queen of Swords. If someone just using her for supplying his needs, and she just supplies these needs, and she hoped it would work out, she must see clearly it's not going to work out. So she needs to throw this man out of her life and of her house and of her place, because if she doesn't, it's just going to continue this way. It's just an example, so for you to understand clearly. So if someone is just there for you because you're giving them something, they're just using you for something, pretty much, as we see right here. Or they might be using you by, they manipulate you. For example, another example I can give you: 2 daughters in a family. One graduates with honors, finds a good job. Another sister barely graduates middle school. She doesn't want to work. She uses some drugs and so on and so on. But parents tell the first girl that she must support the second one, that she has the money, so she should pay for her education, that she should pay for her apartment. So they believe that they are manipulating family connections in order to receive something from her. They say, listen, but it's your sister. How can you leave your sister alone? She's gonna come to your city in order to start college. You should allow her to live in your apartment, or you should pay for her apartment. You should pay for her education. She has no money. So they use the family connections in order to manipulate this Queen of Swords, and she does it for years, but at some point she gets sick of it, and she cuts this sister of hers and her entire family completely off because she was tired to be used, manipulated with family connection. So if something like this rings the bell, Queen of Swords should cut out anyone who's trying to use her or manipulate her with either family connections or with her generosity. But but I don't have, you want me to live on the street, you want me to be hungry, you want my kids to be. So if you feel something like this is happening, you need to act as a Queen of Swords. So this is all for this reading. The message not about love and relationship, and the second one we will do about situations connected with love and relationship. Namaste.